Welcome back to the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show. Who's going to be the kicker for the Browns? Looks like Dustin Hopkins will, Mike, despite the fact that it's been a mixed bag with this guy over the last couple of years.
Yeah, Bubba Ventrone was asked during training camp what he sees in Dustin Hopkins after coming off a disappointing 2024 season. Ventrone basically said he's got a clean slate. We have all the confidence in the world that Dustin will get back to being an all-pro caliber kicker. In 23, his first year here, Hopkins was incredible. Last year, he was anything but. So, Earl, what do you expect? Which version of Dustin Hopkins will the Browns get in 25?
They better get the 2023 version, because I didn't really like the statement from Ventrone. I'm pretty sure it's a longer sound clip, but just saying like he got a clean slate, that's kind of answering the question without answering the question. I thought he was horrific last year, to be totally honest with you, and kickers got one job. You know, that's to kick, put the ball through the uprights, and he didn't do his job. Even in a lost season, I think I counted 5 games to where the Browns lost by 3 or 4 points. And then I went back and visually and thought about some of the, field goals he missed or some of the extra points that he missed. And it's like, even in a bad season when we was 3-14, he was possibly responsible for about 3 losses.
There were games we would have won.
So I think the leash needs to be short. I think the Browns need to understand that, the 2023 version of Dustin Hopkins was literally the highlight of his kicking career, and maybe he is regressing back to the mean. They just better have a plan B if D-Hop is not ready to go.
Yeah, what coaches say publicly and what reality is rarely intersect.
Facts.
So you can't pay a whole lot of attention to clean slate and all that. You want to build the guy's confidence. You're going to support him publicly. But, if he gets off to another bad start, I don't know how you can hang with him. Because he doesn't have a long track record outside of 2023. He sort of came out of nowhere. Remember, he lost the kicking competition with the Chargers, which is why he wound up here via trade, and he had a phenomenal year. Injuries have always been a sort of a concern with him, and he was able to stay healthy in that year. But this is also the life of kickers. They're sort of like relief pitchers. They're all over the place. You have one good year, one down year, one good year, one down year. So it should be on the upswing. But 18 to 27 in today's NFL is not nearly close to good enough. 67%. The most kickers now are 70% and above, and the really good ones are well above 70%. So no one's asking for Justin Tucker prime here in Cleveland, but he's got to be better than that.
85% on his extra points.
Yeah.
Like, you got to live around 100. I'm sorry. I know it's
that's a harsh reality, but
field goal now, but
that's the truth.
You got to make them. Those are chippies. I'd get you a high school kicker that can make that on a regular basis. You've got to make those, and it always seems that his misses are so ill-timed.
Yes.
Like, you've been down 14, you just came back, you cut it to 7, you had another long drive, you scored a touchdown, we got a chance to tie it, miss. How many it seems like all of our extra point misses are to tie it or give us the lead.
All 3 of us is in the same group chat. We are very active during the football season. I can think of plenty of times that we were in the group chat. Touchdown! Oh, come on, Dustin.
Oh, I know.
Look at the end of the game. Browns lose by 3, lose by 4. And
so
it's like
you got to make that. Let's start with the extra point.
You got to make those.
And I agree with you. I understand what Bubba's doing. Being a professional kicker is like being a putter. A professional putter. When you're putting well, the hole looks like a bucket. And when you're not putting well, it looks like a straw. And a lot of that is mental. The hole doesn't change sizes. It just looks different based on how you're performing. And to him, when you're making kicks, it feels like the uprights go like this. You're like, oh, I got this. And when you're missing them, it feels like it goes like this. So if you're Bubba, you need to say that publicly.
Yeah.
And you're telling him, look, we are behind you. But here's the reality. Miss 2 kicks in the first 2 weeks and an extra point. Then your 2023 season is even further removed,
right,
and you're likely gone. I think they're going to have a very short leash. Here's my question. What happens to Justin Tucker? And will they pick up the phone and call Justin Tucker if Dustin Hopkins can't kick?
I don't think they can.
Because of Deshaun?
Yes.
Can't have 2 of those massage guys on your team.
I don't think they can either. I think they have to find a different avenue to travel. But, Bubba Ventrone is not exempt because I think back to the K. York situation, right? He was hired. Okay, we drafted K. York in the 4th round. Fix K. York. He couldn't fix K. York, and so whatever issues that Hopkins had last year, I'm not quite sure if the special teams coordinator can fix those issues as well.
Was Bubba here with Cade York?
I think he was here for like 1 year.
No, that was Prefer.
That was Prefer?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I thought when he got cut, that was Bubba's first year here. I could be wrong.
I don't think so. I think Cade York was
Bubba's first year coincided with Hopkins' first
year, right?
Okay, cool.
Which is even more stands to reason why he would be tied to his guy. But Jay's absolutely right. What's being said to the public isn't always reality.
I wonder how much guaranteed money is on his contract extension.
Yeah, they re-signed him, and it was a big deal.
A big deal
for
after
kickers.
the 23 season.
Yeah, just our luck.
I think it was I was just trying to find. I think it was $16 million, but I don't think the whole thing was guaranteed. But there was a portion of it that was. To the Tucker question,
he got $9 million of that guaranteed.
And I don't know what's left moving forward. I don't know what the dead cap hit is if they have to move on from him. But I say often that you can't worry about public perception. If you're a team, you have to remove emotion. You have to think live.
Well, they did it with Nick Chubb.
They did, but when you talk about Tucker, I don't see how you can go down that road again. And plus, he wasn't even very good. He kind of pulled it together a little bit at the end of last season.
Well,
I think Justin Tucker.
What I wonder about last season was how much of his trouble on the field last year had to do with what he knew was coming.
Yeah,
off the field.
It's a fair question. I think his career's over.
Okay.